Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a closer look at a very special relationship that is very unique even among the NPCs of the Great Tomb of Nezarec, namely that of Princess Renner, a human from the New World, and Albedo, the Prime Minister of the Sorcerer Kingdom and the Floor Guardian Overseer of the Great Tomb of Nezarec. But before we're going to explore their relationship further, let me quickly say thanks to all of my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. Now with that said, let's take a closer look at how this relationship has even happened, because Albedo and Renner seem to have contact out of nowhere in the anime. And the reason for this had only been implied. Albedo, as the Floor Guardian Overseer, was also responsible for handling internal affairs, logistic, and the planning of Nezarec, hence why she later also became the Prime Minister of the Sorcerer Kingdom, since she already drafted plans and made laws anyway. So a new position was not really that different from before. And thanks to her position, she also oversaw the infiltration action carried out in the Kingdom of Ties. And it had been the reports that alerted Albedo of Renner's presence, alongside with her potential, since Demiurge, who's not really a friend of outsiders anyway, has also had spoken very highly of her. And once contact had been finally established in person, Renner's and Albedo's relationship truly began to blossom, for Albedo is a heteromorph, but in contrast to Shizu Delta, who has a rather positive karma value, and thus was able to enter a friendly relationship with Nea Baraya, forming a senpai-kohai dynamic, a friendly junior and senior relationship between the bow-wielding Nea and the gun-wielding Shizu. Albedo has very negative karma, and fundamentally does not feel any different about outsiders than, let's say, Narberal Gamma, with a negative karma value of -400. In fact, Albedo's karma value is even lower. But the major difference between Narberal Gamma and Albedo is that she can hide her disgust far better than the Battlemate, and she is also able to smile and act kindly even when being touched by Philip. But this does not mean that Albedo is free of sympathy, or that she is unable to form relationships with outsiders. And just like Shizu Delta found a friend in Nea Baraya, thanks to their shared admiration and fascination with Ein Sulgon, Albedo and Renner found himself in a very similar situation. See? Just like Renner obsessed over Climb and wanted to do all sort of things to him. At least at the time the contact was established, she was unable to do so. And Albedo was madly in love with Momonga, thanks to Ainz changing her character bio as a last joke before the server shut down, something that once he was reincarnated into the New World with Albedo and the Great Tomb of Nezarec, he came to deeply regret. Because now Albedo obsessed over him. So both Renner and Albedo could share their obsession, their shared mad love, over their respective love interests. So by the time Season 4 finally came around, Albedo and Renner could actually share some rather private moments after business had been taken care of, something both enjoyed. Because they now finally had someone to whom they could talk openly about their otherwise twisted love, and share their obsessions, their strategies and feelings with one another. And the second reason for why Renner and Albedo had established a friendly relationship is because of Renner's ruthlessness and brilliance. Albedo as a demon and Floor Guardian Overseer is not only incredibly smart, and can easily pursue Machiavellian strategies in blatant disregard of moral or social norms, something very heteromorph of her, but she is also able to recognize these qualities in others. And when Renner was able to be just as calculating, cold and ruthless to anyone around her as Albedo herself, Albedo was quite pleased with this. To her, Renner was a heteromorph in spirit, someone to whom Albedo could also talk strategies and find someone on her own level, someone able to plan the death of millions of her own citizens for the greater good of herself. And this streak of Renner made Albedo also very fond of her. So aside from their shared delusions about their love interests, which led to them not only sharing their fantasies and, for lack of better term, gossip, but they also had this intellectual understanding, this shared mutual respect for one another, and saw the other as quite capable, although, and this had also to be said, it was not a relationship of equals for Albedo, albeit very friendly, but nonetheless quite threatening, reminded Renner that she ought to use her full potential, that she is not allowed to hide her brilliance, and that she should always give her all for the greater good of Einsulgon and the great tomb of Nezarec, or as Albedo sees it, fulfill the wishes of her beloved Momonga to the fullest. And lastly, having someone who could fill Albedo's very demanding role, on most occasions at least, only requiring minor corrections and some instructions here and there, would also allow Albedo to spend more time with Momonga. And with that said, I say thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video and have now a keener understanding of the relationship between Albedo and Renner, and also please let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. And furthermore, I also say my special thanks to Order Daddy Order, Bad Guy Yee, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feralchivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Mervek, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Q&A Caracos P, Shagox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.